Have you ever stopped to wonder why some people seem to glide through life as if everything is tuned to their advantage, while others push, struggle, and fight for every inch? What if the real difference isn't luck, hard work, or fate, but simply the frequency they're living on? Nikola Tesla, the genius of energy and invention, left us with one of his most famous insights. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Tesla wasn't just talking about machines or electricity. He was revealing a law of reality itself, that everything, from the stars above you to the thoughts inside your head, is a vibration oscillating on a frequency. Now let's bring in Neville Goddard, the mystic who changed thousands of lives through his teaching on the imagination. Neville said, "States are the only realities." He meant that your life isn't shaped by what you want or even what you do. It's shaped by the state of consciousness you live from. When you place Tesla and Neville side by side, a staggering truth emerges. Your state is your frequency. Your inner vibration is broadcasting 24 hours a day, and the world you experience is simply the matching station you've tuned into. Just like a radio dial, if you're on one frequency, you cannot hear what's playing on another. If your state is lack, fear, or doubt, then no matter how much effort you make, you're only tuning in to the channel of lack, fear, and doubt. Tesla gave us the mechanics. Everything is vibration. Neville gave us the code. Consciousness selects the state. Together, they are telling you, change the state, change the frequency. And the whole of life must reorganize to meet you there. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a bad mood, it seems like the entire world agrees with you? Traffic is worse. People irritate you. Even the smallest things feel heavy. That isn't coincidence. It's resonance. You're tuned to a frequency, and reality can only mirror it back. But here's the breakthrough. The same principle works for joy, love, wealth, and clarity. When you shift your inner state, you shift your frequency, and life has no choice but to deliver experiences that vibrate in harmony with it. So how do you actually use this? Let's make it practical. Number 1. Neville taught the art of assuming a new state. This isn't about repeating affirmations mindlessly or pretending to be something you're not. It's about sinking into the feeling of already being the person you want to be and carrying that state as naturally as you carry your own name. When you feel from it, not just think about it, you have tuned the dial of your frequency. Number 2. Tesla hinted that frequency is measurable, predictable, and repeatable. In his world of invention, this meant building devices that vibrated at precise rates. In your inner world, this means consistency. If you don't flicker between stations, you hold one long enough for reality to lock on. You practice the new state until it stabilizes into your default vibration. Number 3. This isn't forced effort. Tesla didn't force electrons to move. He understood the principles and set up the conditions for energy to flow. Likewise, you don't push reality into shape. You align your consciousness, and reality flows accordingly. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone who constantly worries about money. That worry is a state. It vibrates lack. They might affirm, "I am wealthy," but if they still carry the tension of fear, the frequency hasn't changed. The dial is still tuned to scarcity, Neville would say. Don't affirm wealth, assume wealth. Feel the relief of bills already paid, the freedom of choices open to you, the ease of generosity. When that inner relief becomes genuine, the frequency shifts. Now you are tuned to abundance, and life must echo that signal. Tesla once said, if you want to understand the universe, think of it as energy, frequency, vibration. He meant that what seems like chaos is actually order or law. Neville echoed this when he declared, an assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. Why? Because persistence holds the frequency long enough for reality to catch up. This is not abstract philosophy. Look back on your own life. Every time you've lived in a state of fear, haven't you noticed how it snowballs? Fear attracts more evidence of fear. But every time you've been lit up with excitement, haven't you noticed how opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere? These aren't coincidences. These are frequencies at work. So the real secret is this. You are not a passive observer. You are the transmitter. You are both the station and the tuner. You broadcast a frequency by living in a state, and the universe faithfully reflects it. The challenge, then, is simple but not easy. Will you continue to recycle the old state's frustration, doubt, waiting, and therefore recycled the same reality? Or will you dare to assume a higher state, to hold a new frequency long enough for it to harden into your world? Let's collapse this down even further. Every morning before the day catches you, pause. Choose a state deliberately. Instead of waking into, here we go again, wake into it is already done. Walk through your day not asking for signs, but knowing that your frequency is already set. And the signs are simply confirmations of what you broadcast. And here's the key. Don't wait for evidence to change your state. Change your state and the evidence will appear. Tesla proved that vibration comes first, manifestation second. Neville proved that imagination directs vibration. You don't get to wait and see, you get to assume and feel. So ask yourself, what station are you tuned to right now? Because if you don't like the music playing in your life, the answer is not to complain about the song. The answer is to change the frequency. Tesla gave us the mechanics. Neville gave us the map. Together, they reveal the most practical truth you will ever hear. Your state is your frequency, and your frequency is your world. So the real question is, will you keep living on autopilot, reacting to what is? Or will you finally step into the role you were always meant to play, the broadcaster of your reality, the master of your vibration, the one who knows that to change the frequency is to change everything? Because the truth is, the dial has always been in your hands.